Hello there. This is Noelle Russell, and today I'm going to share some of my favorite go-to quick and easy breakfasts that most of them are low sugar and full of nutrients for your body. So these are my go-to breakfasts. I'm a mom of three. Our mornings are crazy, especially during the school year. So quick, easy, healthy breakfast is like a must to start the day for us. So I'm going to share a couple of our favorites. All right, so first breakfast that is my go-to pretty much every single day that I absolutely love is called Shakeology. And it is comes in a powdered form. It's a you blend it into a shake, and it has all kinds of superfoods from around the world. It has superfruits and super greens. It has digestive enzymes, probiotics. I personally only drink the vegan version because I'm sensitive to dairy. So the vegan version has a complete protein source, so it has all of the 9 essential amino acids in it. So it's a great way for me to get in some vegan protein to start my day. And it tastes amazing. It takes me about 5 minutes or less to whip it up in the blender, clean up the blender, and then I'm ready to go. So my favorite recipes, which I'll share these in the group, is there's a vegan cafe latte. So I'll put that in the blender with some water. Sometimes I will add some cacao powder for a little chocolatey flavor, so about a tablespoon of that. And then I like to add unrefined coconut oil or some healthy fat. So I'll add in a teaspoon or 2 of that into the blender with water and ice, blend it up, and it tastes like a Starbucks Frappuccino or a mocha Frappuccino, but with none of the sugar. So it's awesome. It's super quick. I whip it up, drink it while I'm getting the kids ready for school. I can take it with me if I need to hop in the car to drive them to school or whatever. It's like my go-to breakfast. I love it. I also love the vegan chocolate. That I mix a bunch of stuff into. So one of my favorites right now is water, and I'll put in a cup of frozen cherries and a cup of frozen chopped spinach and kale, and then a teaspoon of the coconut oil and some ice, and I'll blend that up. The sweetness from the cherries and the chocolatey flavor from the Shakeology, you can't taste the greens whatsoever. So when I'm trying to sneak in some more veggies into my day, that's something I'll do. I'll add a cup of leafy greens to my shake, and with putting in the fruit with it, you can't taste it at all. So that's an awesome thing to do. And then my other favorite is vanilla, the vegan vanilla, which I'll add blueberries. It's awesome with blueberries. And I can sneak in the leafy greens with that as well. So that's my number one. I have it probably almost every single, I drink Shakeology every day, but I have it for breakfast almost every day. Sometimes I'll start out with something else, but I love it. And my kids love it too. So we have our own recipes that they like. My older 2 can take down a full shake. My youngest one, the full shake is a little bit much for her, so I'll do half a shake for her. But that's one of their breakfasts a couple mornings a week. Quick, easy, delicious, full of so many nutrients that your body needs. And it doesn't have artificial sweeteners. It doesn't have soy, which is a cheap filler that a lot of other shakes have. So no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no dyes. It's just really good stuff. So that's number 1, go to. Okay, next, if you're not feeling like a shake, something my kids love, and your kids probably do as well, is like waffles and pancakes and that kind of stuff, right? Does anybody else have kids like that? Okay, my kids would eat it every day if I let them. So I have worked to find some healthier options. So we like the Kashi brand. I'll get closer so you can see it. The 7-grain waffle. There's this, which is just like the plain, and then there's also a blueberry that we buy. So the good thing about the Kashi brand is just the ingredients that are in it. And it doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup. So if you're looking at kids' breakfast stuff, most of them include that, and that's not good for your body. And this in 2 waffles has 3 grams of sugar. In the traditional Lego waffles, I think there's 9 grams of sugar in 2 waffles. So this cuts the sugar in a third. And my kids like these, they gobble them up. Now their favorite would be to add some pure maple syrup to it. And look at the syrups as well when you're in the grocery store. This is 100% pure maple syrup. Much better than a lot of the other brands that are out there that have high fructose corn syrup and artificial stuff in it as well. Okay, but if I were gonna make these for breakfast, I would simply toast them, and then I would add either some nut butter or some seed butter to them. And just eat it like that and not have the sugar from the maple syrup. So the favorites in our house, we like this brand from Giant Eagle. It's just ground up organic peanuts with no sugar or salt added. That one my whole family likes, very creamy. I store it in the fridge. So when you get the natural peanut butters, they're usually, the oil separates to the top. If you stir this one together and then put it in the refrigerator, it stays stirred up. It doesn't re-separate again. So this is a great brand. I personally haven't been eating tree nuts a lot, but we also have a almond butter. That same thing. It's just organic roasted almonds, no sugar or salt added to that. My personal favorite right now is the sunflower seed butter. Again, no sugar or salt added to this, but there's nothing, it's peanut free, it's tree nut free, gluten free, soy free, so it's free of all the common allergens. And I've been sticking to this lately. It's really good. We also have cashew butter, so spread that a little bit on a warm waffle, and that's awesome. It gives you some protein and not as much sugar as pure maple syrup would give you. So you'll get some protein from the nut butter, and then for my kids for breakfast, we always have a serving of fruit. So kind of my general rule here, for every meal you have to have a fruit or vegetable or both. So they always start with a cup of water, a serving of fruit, usually at breakfast time. They don't really want vegetables. And then they would have something like the waffles. Okay, so that's idea number 2, and that's Kashi's. Okay, the next idea number 3 is if you like oatmeal, that again, there's so many to choose from, but I'll share my favorite brands. Something super quick and easy. I love this brand, Purely Elizabeth. If you can see it, they come in these little cups. You fill it up with hot water, put it in the microwave, you're ready to go. Okay, super quick and easy. This one, they're made with super grains. So these are gluten-free. They're made with gluten-free oats, quinoa, amaranth, flax seeds. So you get really good grains. Yeah, organic quinoa, flax, amaranth, and chia are in these. 10 grams of protein. It's awesome to start your day with protein. You gotta make sure you got a good dose of protein to start the day. So 10 grams of protein. This one, the apple cinnamon, has less than 1 gram of sugar, and the blueberry has no sugar whatsoever, but 10 grams of protein. And it's gluten-free, okay? So these are awesome. I love these. I would pair it with a little bit more protein, which I'll get to in a second. There's also this brand, if you're looking for something grain-free. Same thing, it's just an instant oatmeal, but this is made with walnuts, ground flaxseed, cashews, coconut flour, pecan, cinnamon, dried dates, and vanilla bean. 7 grams of protein, but only 4 grams of sugar. So there's little packets, same thing. You just add hot water to it. Like put this little packet into a bowl, add some hot water, and you have some oatmeal that's ready to go. That's high in protein, and it's gluten-free. Okay, the other brand I like, as you can tell, I've been staying away from gluten because it bothers me, is this Ancient Harvest brand. There's traditional, and then there's apple cinnamon, which I like, but it's not really low sugar. So for this traditional, this is also made from quinoa, millet, amaranth, and rolled oats, but it's gluten-free. Great grains to incorporate. The traditional brand has no sugar, but 7 grams of protein. I would typically drizzle it maybe with a little bit of honey, of local honey, or maybe add some fresh berries on top if you need a little sweetness. I've also made this up and then stirred in like frozen berries, and they kind of thaw in the heat, and then they're really good. The apple cinnamon I love, but it does have 11 grams of sugar. So just a thought, if you're trying to transition, sometimes you kind of have to step down with the sugar. This is a good step that you can just, same thing, it's instant oatmeal. You put it in a dish, add hot water, and you're ready to go. Okay? So if I was going to do something like oatmeal for breakfast, I would probably want to add a little bit more protein to it. So I'll share 2 of my favorites for breakfast. The Applegate brand of chicken sausage. This is located in the freezer. There's a chicken and sage, which has no sugar whatsoever. And then there's this maple, which has 2 grams of sugar from maple syrup added to it. Both of these, they're in the freezer. Applegate sources their meat from, it's a really good source of meat. The animals or the poultry is fed a vegetarian diet. They're big on how they treat the animals, how they feed the animals, so it's good, better quality meat. Store them in the freezer, just microwave them, and 3 links gives you 9 grams of protein. So it's easy to heat this up and add some protein to your breakfast. All right, the other one that I really like is turkey sausage. This brand does not have any sugar, this Garrett Valley. What's cool about this sausage, or about this turkey bacon, is I just take out a cookie sheet, one with an edge, line it with aluminum foil, and lay out all these strips. Turn on the oven to 400, put it in. You don't have to wait for the oven to preheat. Put it in for 15 minutes, and they're done. So it's something that I can put in the oven and then work if the kids are having cereal or something like that, get all their other stuff ready. By the time I'm ready with that, those are done. And then I can give them a couple slices, and they're getting some protein that's going to fill them up and keep them full when they head out for school. So 1 slice of this has 6 grams of protein and no sugar, and it's super quick and easy to make. I will also sometimes make up 2 pans of it and then just save the leftovers in a glass container in the fridge. And then I will warm it back up like on a skillet over the stove or something for just a minute or 2. And it's totally fine left over as well. So this is an easy protein to add. All right. We always have fresh fruit and produce. We love berries, so I have strawberries that I will add. Some of my kids like bananas. We have like every fruit you can think of. We're usually stocked here with fruit. But something like this, just chop up your strawberries on the weekend, have them in a dish, and then you can just spoon them out and add them to your breakfast. So next thing, this is just simple. You already know this, but eggs are a great source of protein in the morning. You can scramble up eggs really quickly. So another breakfast, go-to breakfast for me, is a couple of eggs scrambled. And then I like to try to fit in vegetables whenever I can. So these little steamer bags of my go-tos are like carrots and green beans. Pop them in the microwave for 5 minutes. You have a vegetable, a steamed vegetable. And I like to do a couple scrambled eggs and then some vegetables. If you want to have a cup of coffee with that, that's a quick, easy, healthy breakfast. Or even if you're really pressed for time, take your eggs, make a whole pot of hard-boiled eggs on the weekend, put them in your fridge, and then just pop out 2 eggs, microwave your veggies, and grab a cup of coffee, and you have a healthy, quick breakfast. So that's another go-to for me as well. On the coffee, I don't drink it every day, but sometimes I like to have a cup. I will brew some coffee. Just to give you one of my favorites. I'll brew some coffee, and then I like to add to about like an 8-ounce cup of coffee. I'll add a teaspoon of the unrefined coconut oil. I'll add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, which I really like the Simply Organic brand. That doesn't, it's a non-alcoholic. vanilla extract, which I found when I was doing another plan where you cut out like every little bit of alcohol. Anyways, this one is really good. So I'll do half a teaspoon of this, half a teaspoon of the pure maple syrup, kind of mix it all together, and that's how I drink my coffee. I have another video on my YouTube channel that shows you how to make a creamy coffee. So if you want to check that out, I have a couple ideas for kind of cutting the sugar out of your coffee as well. And I really enjoy it that way. Okay, and then final suggestion for our final like go-to for us. My kids, number one, they would eat waffles or pancakes every day if I let them. Number two, they would eat sugary cereals every day if I let them, okay? So we do have things like that occasionally, but I try to break it up so it's not every day in our house, okay? Something I found to substitute for the processed cereal that has a ton of sugar is this kind granola, and I'll do it up close, okay? I like this kind brand. We'll talk about it when we get to healthy snacks, but they have a good, it's gluten-free. They have, their mix is made up of 5 super grains. So it's oats, buckwheat, millet, amaranth, and quinoa, okay? So you get some good grains in there. These add protein to it. So a serving of this, well, it depends. They give you a snack size or a bowl, is anywhere from 6 to 10 grams of protein in it. And I will put this in a bowl, especially my son loves this one. Put them in a cereal bowl, add some milk to it. He eats that, and then a cup of fruit. And this will fill him up so much better than a regular cereal that doesn't have any protein whatsoever. And it tastes good. The other thing you can use these for, this one is dark chocolate. This one's peanut butter, is you can take a snack size is 1/3 of a cup, which gives you 6 grams of protein, but only 3 grams of sugar, and put that on top of plain Greek yogurt if you eat dairy. To give you some extra protein, you get protein from the Greek yogurt, and then a side of fruit. And that's a quick, healthy breakfast. It's something you can grab and go, take to the office with you. It's something you can eat in the car if you need to. Also a great snack to put this over Greek yogurt. And you can get away with using the plain Greek yogurt that doesn't have any sugar or sweeteners added to it, because you get the sweetness from the granola and then put some berries on top and you have sweetness from that as well. Okay, so I know that's a ton of information I just threw at you, but gives you some ideas, some brands to check out. I will post some of photos of these items so that way you can look at them up close. You can ask me questions on any of them, and I am happy to help with any suggestions or questions that you might have of how to start your day. Quick and easy and getting a good breakfast in for you and your kids, okay? If you have any questions, post below. I'm happy to help anytime. Have a great day.